Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to put a Barnes truss kit on a Dana 30. I'm doing it on a Jeep Cherokee, but I'm sure it's the same for most Jeeps. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so to install these truss kits, you got to cut this top mount off and then grind all the welds flat and flush. And then you can set that truss piece here. You have to grind the case down to bare, and then you can stitch weld it all the way around. You don't want to get your case too hot, and also to make sure that you get a good weld, you're supposed to heat the case of your diff to, I don't know, it's supposed to be some specific degree, but I'm not going to go that far with it. I will heat it up a little bit though before I weld. And this truss comes with the long truss and a short piece here and the mounting bracket so you can put your upper mount, but I don't need it because I'm running 3-link. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this mount off and then we will start welding. There she goes. This doggone thing wasn't recording. Got that bracket all cut off and ground down, so we're gonna see if the truss kit fits good. There's a little piece that goes here and then the main long tube truss, so we'll see if it fits good right quick. Set this thing on here right quick. And yeah, that looks good. So we'll go ahead and weld all the edges up before we put it in. That way it's less welding. We have to work around all the steering bars and stuff. And then we will grind down where the welds are going to be on the axle tubes, warm up the axle tube, and weld in small increments because you really shouldn't weld full beads on these because they'll warp. So take that back off, weld all the corners up, and then throw some stitch welds on the tube. Make sure it looks good. If it's all straight and stuff, we'll go ahead and weld it the rest of the way, and then paint it up and she'll be done. Are all ground down and ready to be welded, so we're going to start welding. What we're going to do is we're going to weld little spots at a time. So like I'll put a stitch here and move over here, put a stitch over there, move to the back side, and just keep the heat from getting too hot, especially over here because your axle seal's in here. You don't want to ruin that. So we're going to start welding, and then I guess all that's left is paint. so we got it all tacked on and stitched in a bunch of places, so we're gonna finish welding this, and then you'll see it whenever it's done welded. Then we will scuff it up, throw some paint on it, and it's done. All right, so we got that truss all welded up, and we're not gonna put the upper mount on because I'm running 3-link, so I don't need it. So now all we have to do is grind the surfaces for this one, weld this one on, and then paint it, and this thing's done. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one done, and then paint it. All right, we got it all welded. It's time to scuff it up and paint it. Have a finer belt for it, like a 320. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Pull her down, John. Oh man. That was bad idea. I think it was sick. Alright, so aside from some small mistakes on my end, it's done. So, the mistake I made was, I thought these little brackets here were for the upper mount, but they're actually supposed to go inside there. But honestly, it ain't gonna bend, it ain't going anywhere. So I didn't really need these. But other than that, it's done. It looks great. So I'd honestly highly recommend this kit. It's only 50 bucks on Amazon, but it's actually a good brand, it's Barnes. So yeah, all done. See you next time.